I want to talk about God. Not where is God? How can God let this happen? But I want to talk about where's God's hand in all this? Some of these ideas were inspired by a shiur I heard a few weeks ago by Rav Eli Stefanski. When I was a kid, I was a little bit naughty, not very naughty. And sometimes my parents would say to me, go to your room, think about what you've done. And when you've worked it out, come downstairs and we'll have a conversation. And I stomped upstairs, crying, upset, feeling hard done by. I went into my room, to my isolation. I calmed down, I stopped, and I thought about it. When I was ready, I'd go downstairs, apologise, say I'm going to improve, I'm going to change, and I set about doing it. How many of us have had this experience, not just as kids, but as adults as well? Done something wrong, gone away, thought about it, apologised, come back and made that change. When I think about the world before lockdown, there was a lot wrong with the world. Three things come to mind. Firstly, the environment. We all know that we are ruining this planet. We all know that ultimately we are responsible for global warming, whether it's through not playing our part in recycling or just our greed for consumerism. And that greed for consumerism is number two. The material things that we have, that we crave, that we worship, that we desire, that we covet. The excesses that we have in our lives, the ridiculous amounts of money that we spend on things that are not really important. Number three, it's not just the younger generation that's accused of being the me generation. We are guilty of that as well. Our priorities were wrong. We spent too much time on me and not enough time on us. Maybe God is saying to us, go to your room, go into lockdown, have a think about all this, and when you've figured it out, come downstairs, go back to shul, and let's have a proper conversation. We should be using this time in lockdown wisely. This really is a once-in-a-generation event. This really is a once-in-a-generation moment. This really is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to figure this out. And then we can have an honest conversation with God about how we're going to change this. Lockdown has shown us how beautiful and cleaner the environment, the world can be if we want it to be. Lockdown has shown us that we actually don't need all this excess, all this material stuff in our lives, and that it's people that matter. Lockdown has shown us what not being the me generation is all about. So much good out there, so much kindness, so much doing things for others. We are enveloped in love right now. Maybe God has given us a once in a generation, our generation, an opportunity to repair the world, a real tikkun olam for all future generations. To all our friends in Bushy, who we love and cherish, and we really miss being with, stay safe. And I look forward to one day in the not too distant future to shaking hands with you again in shul on a Shabbat morning and wishing you all Shabbat Shalom.